With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, look, some might say that football is a young man's fancy, so to speak, but don't tell that to these two quarterbacks because they come in here with a lot, and I mean a lot, of NFL experience.
Hey, I like the young Turks. I like the Baker Mayfields. I like the Patrick Mahomes. I like the Lamar Jacksons. But I do like those grizzled veterans who know how to play the game, know how to run their team, and know how to handle difficult situations. Maybe I'm just showing my age, too.
Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready.
Right, 80!
This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33. So look now at the Miami offense.
And I like taking the focus to running back Kenyon Drake because when he came out of Alabama as a third-round pick, he's probably more known for his special teams play than what he provides on offense. But the Dolphins have found him a heck of a threat, both running it and catching it out of the backfield.
12 yards there and a first down.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. What's the run? They're running, man.
On first down, Drake. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Mike 20.
Now on second and 13. Fitzpatrick. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And now it's third down. The starters defensively now for the Patriots. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So out come the Patriots here to get their first shot on offense. They'll be... Led out by the only 6-time Super Bowl champion in league history. In his 20th season now, Tom Brady.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. On second down, they'll run with White. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
A gain of 2 brings up third.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told, and it'll be Dolphin football. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Wilson now in his second season in Miami. First 4 years were in Kansas City. He's always been a solid complementary receiver, but Miami really hoping he can take the next step in his development, be more of a go-to guy now at 27 years of age.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
A gain on the play.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Max Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. White's numbers from a week ago. 19 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown. That's complete to the fullback, James Devlin. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
First down, here's White. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go right back to White here on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
All day, every day, any day. 72.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brady on the crossing route. He hits Demaryius Thomas. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. This is Jerick McKinnon, who missed the entire 2018 campaign.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Yeah, boy, that hole closed quickly, and I don't think McKinnon got there. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
13 games going on here in this final Sunday of 2019, the final Sunday of the regular season. 3 more games still to come following us. Raiders, Broncos, Cards, Rams, and Niners, Seahawks. And then we'll know the 12 teams who will continue on into the playoffs starting next Saturday here on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. He sets to fire deep. And got his man complete. Now they can't, but he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Max Williams with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 1 play, 75 yards, 6 points. This one taken just inside the 10. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd down, McKinnon. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Now Brady. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Jordan Richards, the one there to bring him down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. to throw on third down. Brady into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Albert Wilson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with White. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Brady gives this to White. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Benjamin Watson. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have. And right there they show you why.
Yeah, and it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And it's player spotlight time, and we shine that spotlight on Ryan Fitzpatrick. And it's been a good game for him today. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Fitzpatrick. And his throw is incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Fitzpatrick. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Mike 52, Mike 20.
Fitzpatrick on 1st down. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is a real,
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 23 yards to pick up there. On 1st down, White. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Brady. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. Opting to run again here with White. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss two in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Williams. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards. So tough to cover a big tight end like that.
It changes the chalk as one of my...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Michael Bannon able to record his 5th sack of the season. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Fitzpatrick on target to Wilson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Throw left side complete. It's Drake. That one goes for 24 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 7 on the year. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go. Do it.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On third down, it's Grant. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20, 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Benjamin Watson. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Patriots get a score closer. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
This is taken at the 3. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
But whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. Special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Here we go.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Tight dog.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. On first and goal, Drake. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Now, he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So on fourth down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Tom Brady needing a fourth quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Hey, check it.
On third down, it's Grant. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Christian Wilkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Malage, he'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here's Fitzpatrick. He's got a man. It's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Fitzpatrick. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
They'll try and pound it in with Dre. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that can come back and get you.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick here is good. And the Dolphins will add onto their lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. Well, in this one, Carter, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for Miami, it'll end here on a slightly positive note with a victory, but there weren't many other positives in a season that saw them finish 3-13.
Tell me what you want, what you wanna give, how much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a